Texas Tech is in the college football playoff rankings for the first time in their history. I saw that note.
And everything.
Not just the fact that they're at 8 and in the actual playoff, they just ranked in the rankings. That's impressive.
Well, it's impressive, and how they've done it. Obviously, it's not a surprise, man. Like, they made a big investment. They joined this. They're in the business with this world, and it's paid off. And everybody gets the opportunity to have this. Everybody has the same rules. Now, not everybody has the same backing. Okay, and they've taken advantage of it, and they've done a good job. And third in FBS in points per game, almost 500 yards a game, fifth in FBS. To me, this is going to continue to go as their quarterback goes. And he's not he's healthier. Does he continue to get healthier? The shots down the field is what you really want to continue to see from this offense. When you watch this offense, man, it's pound away, and then it's going to be taking deep shots. And Cameron Dickey's been really, really good. Like, we probably haven't talked about him enough. If you watch him running the football, super physical, got that just a little bit of wiggle. And remember, he wasn't supposed to be the guy, right? He was supposed to be a 1-2 punch. They spent a lot of money at running back with a guy from USC, and Joyner got hurt. So he's done a great job and creating some balance. And then, David Bailey and company, like we talked about. What's weird about David Bailey? He's been a really good player. And I'm going to talk about this from a defensive lineman standpoint. He's been a really good player throughout his career. He's been a really solid player. When you look at David Bailey now, he's got 11.5 sacks. He leads FBS. He had 14 in 3 seasons at Stanford. 14. Like, why? It's because he's playing with other great players on the offensive line. Like, when you play with other great players, it's amazing how when you get singled up, you're going to have more success. It's amazing how when the pocket gets pushed from the middle, there's nowhere to step up. Like, it matters so much. And then you got the Rodriguez element and the defense at Lubbock, which is I've said this before. It's like Halloween. Like, it's nuts. People will be dressed up. It'll be crazy. It'll be wacky. I think Bear Bachmeier is walking into a hostile environment, and I think Texas Tech has a chance to make a statement. And own the lines of scrimmage, play well. I think Texas Tech's going to win this football game. I think Bear is going to be put in a tough spot. And then instead of Iowa State, when he could throw his way back into it, can they protect him now when they do that? It's going to be a hard task. This feels like Texas Tech big, even though this is 7 versus 8.
So let's hit back to a couple things you said there. One with Bailey and playing with Romello Height and all the other actual AJ Holmes and
life is so
Lee Hunter. Like, Bailey and Height have 95 quarterback pressures. I think Georgia as a team has like 108. They have 19, or I think it's like 19 sacks, maybe something like that, or 16 sacks combined. Georgia has 8. So when you play great pass rushers together, it's there. The thing with this game, though, is I think actually both teams are in a perfect sort of schedule position-wise. BYU had a bye week after 6 straight weeks. So preparation for this game, all the things that Texas Tech does defensively. We talked about Jacob Rodriguez and the fumbles, forced fumbles, all that sort of stuff. But then Texas Tech, I think, is actually in a good position-wise because Morton played last week. 1 week of kind of kicked the rust off after not playing for a little bit. He struggled in the intermediate area, still hit the deep shots, like you said. But, all right, pressure. Bear's been pressured 28% of his dropbacks. But in their 2 closest games, Arizona and Utah, it's right around 40%. My guess is it's going to be right around 40%, if not more, in this game.
I'll tell you what, though. That sucker's got something inside of his chest that's different, man. I'll say that. Like, now, Sam Leavitt diced up this defense, and even in a 2-minute situation when they needed to go down the field, they needed a must-have. It was a passing situation, and they still couldn't get home and get to Sam Leavitt. Texas Tech couldn't. Yeah. I love Bear. I think the dude's got some special qualities and special inside of him, and Roberts and Kingston are good, man. And their offense – BYU's offense is awesome. Like, if you're not watching, like, they know how to conceptually get people open against zone, against man. Like, they're really good at it. Bear will make some plays. I just think this is a really tough ask, man. Like, this is I don't know
RPO game might help.
Handle this
atmosphere. They're heavy RPO. like that might help in terms of pass rush and mitigating some of that. But no, I agree. I think the Red Raiders are saying, hey, we might need to be that crash the party top 4 team.
Well, and keep in mind, you said they're in a good spot. The only thing that really hurts BYU's chances of making the college football playoff is to get belt to bottom.
Yeah.
Like if they get destroyed, like now you start talking about, because if this is a close game, they play in the Big 12 championship game. If they win this game, BYU's sitting absolutely gorgeous to make the college football playoff. I think the only thing that starts to put doubt and move them down the rankings, if they lose, I don't think it's that big of a deal. But if they get beat bad, it's a really bad thing for their chances, obviously, of making the college football playoff.
So do you think they get beat bad?
I do. I don't think this is. I don't think this is a
14+ point game to you.
A what?
2 touchdown plus.
Yes, I do. I don't say that often. I usually find a way to try to make it close, but I think BYU's defense, I think Texas Tech's speed, and now that Morton can take the deep shots, can make some plays in the passing game and keep them off balance. I think that Texas Tech take care of business. Sorry, BYU. Sorry, Bear. You're my spirit animal, Bear, but sorry.